Hi friends, welcome back to the pure momentum powered by Nifty Gurukulam. Friends, in this video I will be explaining this particular trade that was recently triggered on 16th July 2025 in 1 minute time frame of Nifty 50. So here what are we looking at? This is our most powerful indicator, the pure momentum power. It indicates the momentum. Here in this example we are going to understand how it helped in this particular trade. Clear? So let us try to understand the indicator. In this indicator there are green bars, red bars and grey bars. The green bars represent the strong bullish momentum and the red bars strong bearish momentum. Whenever we see grey bars, we should understand that the momentum is slowing down. If the grey bar is appearing above the zero line, then it means it is bullish, but the momentum so far has been slowed down. Clear? If the grey bar is appearing after the red candles but below the zero line, that means it is bearish, but the bearish momentum has slowed down significantly. Simply stated, if the grey bar is above the zero line, that means it is bullish but weak. If the grey bar is below the zero line, it means it is bearish but weak. Clear? So that is the simple understanding of our indicator. The most important part of this is we cannot be using it as a buy or sell signal. So this indicator does not suggest any entry based on this green candle or red candle as a buy or sell signal. Let us try to understand how we can use this particular indicator in such trades. The first step is identifying the entry ourselves, because the indicator is not going to contribute in any way towards our entry. We have to do our own analysis to identify a perfect entry opportunity. So on our own price action analysis, we have observed these two particular trend lines that are converging towards each other, forming some kind of triangle or a rising wedge, and the breakout happened here. This is the breakout candle. So at this breakout candle, the green bar is appearing. That means the bulls are strong. Clear? So you can enter. This is a check. You can enter. Clear? So our first step is entry identification, and you have decided on the entry candle. The indicator also confirm the bullish momentum, so we can enter. And immediately you have to decide on a stop loss. As this is the breakout level, we can put the stop loss below this breakout level. So this is our stop loss. And the next step is, as soon as you achieve risk reward ratio of 1:1, you should book some profit. Why? Because we are into the markets for profits, and the market has respected our stop loss and given 1:1 risk reward ratio. That means you have to book some profit as the risk reward ratio reached 1:1. In some cases, if the market reverses sharply, in such a case you have to face loss. The most important role in the markets is never ever turn your profits into losses. Once if you see green in your trading account, don't turn it into red. So that is the basic rule, so that you can survive long in the markets. So first of all, you can book some profits at 1:1 risk reward ratio. After achieving 1:1, then you can observe the indicator. So after achieving 1:1, you can observe the indicator. While observing, you can clearly stay in that particular trade as long as the bars are green in this particular trade, as it is bullish. If it is a bearish trade, as long as the bars are red, you can continue to stay in that particular trade. Clear? Everyone would be unhappy if such a candle appears. It would be taking half of our profit away. But you have to stick to the rules. You don't have to wait until the green candles to disappear. You can exit wherever you want. To capture the maximum trend, sometimes we may have to give up small part of the unrealized profits. Here you might have seen 1 lakh profit here. After this green candle, it might have fallen to 60,000 or 50,000. In such a case, you are definitely losing on the unrealized profits. But what if the trend continues to go in the same direction? If you want to capture the maximum trend, you should stay in that particular trade. You don't have to exit immediately as soon as you look at this red candle. So if you are already satisfied with the profits that you have, there is no need to wait for the momentum reversal. You can exit wherever you want. But after the exit, if the price moves in the same direction, don't cry. That is most important. Clear? So As soon as the 1:1 is achieved, you start to observe the green candles. As long as the green bars are there, you will continue to stay in that particular trade. The most important thing is gray bar. Gray bar is the villain of this movie. As soon as the gray bar appears, you should check whether it is above the zero line or below the zero line. If it is above the zero line, exit 50 to 60% of your position, because the existing bullish momentum has drastically reduced. Clear? But still, as it is above the zero line, it is still bullish, but it is very weak. The gray bar represents very weak momentum. If it is above zero line, it is weak bullish momentum. If it is below zero line, it is weak bearish momentum. So the first gray bar appeared, that is above zero line, so you have to exit 50 to 60% of your position. And if the gray bars continue to appear on the bullish side and that is above the zero line, you don't have to exit. And as soon as the gray bar falls below the zero line, then you have to exit 80 to 90% of your position, because the gray bar below the zero line, that is clear indication of bearish momentum, that clearly indicates the bullish momentum has ended and there is no hope in that particular trade. So you don't have to stay in that particular trade anymore. And moreover, you should not be waiting for the red candle to appear to exit the trade. You can exit entirely upon this gray bar that appears below the zero line. But if you have any hope left, then you can wait for the red bar for the rest of the 10%, but you have to exit up to 80 to 90% upon the gray bar which falls below the zero line. Clear? I hope everything is clear in this particular trade. This is how we will be applying this particular indicator or using this indicator in real markets. Clear? Okay. So if you have any doubts or questions, you can comment below the video. I will definitely try to reply as soon as possible. Okay. Friends, that's all for today. Let's meet in the next video.